And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Oh, he's got some space.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Seminoles send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Catch in the middle, it's Mark. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Lewis.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle, it's Marsh. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking for space, it's Lewis. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Sayin. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Wide receiver comes in motion. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Sayin. Complete in the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking for room. It's Lewis. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Lewis. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. He now has 61 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Marsh. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Buckeyes are flying down the field. They'll try the run. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Grab near the sticks, it's Marsh. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Back to the ground with the running back. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Tatum. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D-linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it in the middle. It's Tatum. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Kane.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Safe completion on the screen. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to set the tone with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And you have to wonder if going in at halftime in the locker room just slowed down the momentum a little bit for this offense. They had it going so well in the first half. They were up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, scoring points. But here we go. First drive of the second half, and they run into a wall, getting sacked on the 3rd play of the drive. They're going to have to pick it up here in the second half.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Catch and stride inside the 15. And the Noles come to the line in the hurry-up.
I got a feeling they went into the half and they talked about how do we create some more explosive plays on offense. First drive, you're trailing. They did exactly that. Nice job by this offense. They're going to need more of them to get back in this football game, but I like the first drive aggressiveness by this offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Horn. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's third and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Sends it back in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, no! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. James Madison may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Harrisonburg every time. The Dukes have been racking up road wins since the Mickey Matthews days, and they got another one today. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Second down coming up.
42 Spider. 4, go.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Lewis. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. They'll send the tight end in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this offense, man, here in the second half, they give up another sack, and they're just not as crisp. Like first half, it felt like they were in a good rhythm. Nice job by this defense. After half, coming out with some adjustments that has confused this offense.
He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. That's caught. It's Tatum. At the 35, he's open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll leave it with him. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. This has been utter domination through three quarters, and the stats will back that up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll go to the ground. He breaks the tackle. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with an L.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. And he's still running after the move. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Buckeyes just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play.
Let's go!
Motion from the wideout. To the ground with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Pound 55, weak. Count.
Motion from the back. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Easy.
They want to throw it. Rushes on him. Makes the catch. It's Marsh. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Get set.
Looking downfield on first down. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Buffalo may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from UB Stadium every time. The Bulls have been racking up road wins since the Bob Deming days, and they'll get another one today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Running back searching for a hole. Runs through a tackle. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Noles want to pick up the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Seminoles have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Using his legs, it's Tatum. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. A lot of urgency for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Kane. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Seminoles. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. Breaks the tackle. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the 1st down marker.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. If they knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Lewis. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that that third down play turned into a disaster.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the Buckeyes will go for it here on fourth down.
Jackrabbit.
He might want another play. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Fighting off the defender. He goes out of bounds just short of the first down marker, and the defense gets a stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the tight end. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Tatum. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Got a man. It's Kane. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On the run, it's Lewis. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?